Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So in our last class we have studied about the pat command and then we have done an exercise related to the part command. So today we are going to study the very next feature, that is shaft command. So first of all we'll see what is the use of this shaft command, why we need shaft command. So if we want to make an shaft like object or the Excel objects, or I can show you the drawing. If I want to make a component like this is an cover of an body. Like if I talk about the disc cover and rotor disc, these are all circular objects. So whenever the object is circular, then we are going to use shaft command, because with the help of shaft command we can make it more easily. Like if I'll see about, if you want to make a bottle, so what bottle you can see, it is if you cut from the center of the bottle, you find that it is symmetry from all the object which is rotating about some center of the axis. So the component which are circular in shape, we always use shaft command so that our work become more easy to operate. Fine, I will show you some more drawings related to this. Like this, you can see this is a wheel rim and this is the cross section which can be, you can see here also. So this is a circular portion. So what we'll do, we'll just create this profile and revolve about this axis and we'll get the rim of the vehicle. So these are the simple uses of the shaft command. So whenever we have to create a circular object like a bottle, rim, shaft, axle, these are the components when we need to create. It is better, or it is suggested that always use shaft command when a body is circular. Like if you want to create a cake, then what is the command you will use? You can use a pad command too, but if there is a 3-layer cake, then in that case what you will do, you will operate pad command 3 times. But with the help of shaft command, in one single sketch you can create a 3-layer cake. So that is the benefit of this shaft command. That is the reason we always use shaft command when a body is circular. We need to make a shaft or axle or a 3-layer cake, then in that case we use shaft command. Clear? So today we will also do this exercise to understand shaft command very well. In this com component, we are using shaft command plus pat command. So it is a combination of both the command, which we have already studied and the one which we need to study. Fine. So likewise, now first we will learn shaft command, how the shaft command can be operated. Once we are well versed with the shaft command, then we will move to the exercise and we'll create this exercise. So to make you understand how the shaft command works, we will go to the position sketch, select any plane in which you want to work, and now I want to create one rectangular box. Fine. This is suppose if I want to make a ring like structure, I'm just making a ring which is having, I just create an axis. I'm not creating axis. Initially I'll show you the dimension like this, and then I will show you the uses of axis. So from this edge to the center of the body, the dimension is 30, that means the radius is 30, and from the top, or I can say the thickness of the ring. So I'll take the thickness of the ring to be 20 mm. My ring is symmetry from both the axes. Fine. Constraint defined in dialog box, symmetry, okay. And now the length of the ring is 100. Now we'll come out from the sketch, exit app, and we'll come to the shaft command. Now in the shaft toolbar you can see it is asking for profile. For every sketch based feature of the very first option, it will ask always for the profile. So this is my profile. Now it is asking for axis. Though we have not created any axis in the sketch, that is the reason it is asking for the axis. Now axis can be this also and this also. So I have assumed while creating the sketch that my axis is this. So now I'll select this as an axis. Now you can see my profile has been created and it is having 360-degree complete angle. Clear? Now I'll say preview and OK. Now you can see a circular object has been created. Now what I'll do, I am just going to create the same object with the help of CATD command, just to show you the difference how helpful the shaft command is. So the dia of the thickness of this and sorry the dia of this circle is 60. It is, I am just making similar to this. And what is the thickness for this? It is 20. I'm just making a dimension to make it fully defined. That's the only thing. Fine. And fine. I can make it 50 and mirror action. This is how we have created in the pad. So now you can see how easily it has been created. For this you can see in the tree both are similar. But now I want to make an edit. I want to make it somewhat groovier. Or I want to make it up to 50. It is dia thickness 20, but above 50 mm the thickness is 10 mm. So in that case what we'll do is sketch 1, double click on sketch 1 and I'll just create a small rectangle. I'll delete this line. You can make it with the profile command as well, but I love making with this. I find it easy creating with a rectangle. So I just trimmed the whole component accordingly. It was asking for dimension error because I have trimmed the reference. So I'll just give the dimensions again. So this is 20, this is 10, and this is also 10. Fine. It will automatically become 10. So no need to give this dimension, and this to this with this coincidence because I have created 50. And this already I know it is total is of 100. So when I need to create this type of step, exit, you can see the modification was quite easy and we can create it in the within a one sketch we can create object like this. But if I want to make it in pad, again I have to use a pocket command. So like this, plenty of groups you can add in shaft command. Now suppose I want to make some circular group over here in this area. So in that case what we'll do, what is group? First of all I would like to tell you, I have already told that for every body add command there is a similar vice versa body remove command. So for the pad there was a pocket and for the shaft there is a groove. Groove is similar to the shaft command, but what happens in the groove, the body has been removed accordingly in the circular form. Clear? Guys, if you don't understand anything, you can write in the chat box or you can ask any doubt from free of cost from my site. I'm always ready to help you. So please don't hesitate whenever you feel like you are having some doubt or you don't understand anything. Please write in the chat box. I'm happy to help you. So I'll just create one sketch. This time I'm not giving any dimensions. I'm just showing you how the group will work. Exit tab. Now this is group. Now the axis is same. So I'm just using the same axis. You can see group. Select the profile. This is my profile. Select the axis. This is my axis. Preview. Okay. Fine. Now suppose I don't want to cut it whole. Complete 360. I want to make it half. In that case, what will happen? Just give 180. Clear? Suppose you don't want groove on this side, but you want groove on this side. And you have created sketch here only. So in that case, what we'll do? Either do reverse or make it second angle. Fine. Do reverse and make this angle as 180 and this as 0. So both the options you have, either give angle in the second direction or flip the side. Fine. Now now what I found, I don't want this solution. I want this group to be cutted up to this part, up to this half area. Fine. So in that case, what we'll do, we'll just select this. I'm just making you play with this command so that whenever you have any type of issues, you can use these options. So this is 90 degree and the second direction is also 90 degree. In this case, you will get this solution. Fine. Now suppose you want to flip this side to this side. You don't want this solution, you're drawing demands for this solution. But you have created your sketch here only. So in that case, what you will do? First try to figure out on your own, then see my video. It will help you to understand in a better way. So for this, the solution is, this is 270. I am just helping you out to play with this software. And this is minus 90 degree. You can see. Now we get, so I have shown you all the 4 possibilities of a half circle. In either it starts from 0 or 90 or 270 or 180. All the 4 possibilities of the circle. So likewise, I hope you understand how the shaft command works, and it is so easy to operate. But I would like to suggest you, when I teach you the command, first practice the command. If you are going to practice the command very well, if you play with the command very well, then when you use it into the exercise, you will find it very easy. If you will not practice very well, you will find difficulties when you will create a model. It is similar to that when you start driving any vehicle, what you do? Immediately you don't go to the road and start driving. What you do, you first go to the ground and practice a lot, then move to the road. The same way here also, first practice the tool very well, understand the tool very well, then only use that tool in any of the exercise. It will make your work easier and faster. So please do take my advice for better work performance. Shaft command is clear. Now I would like to tell you one more thing in the shaft command. In the shaft command also you find up to next, up to last, up to plane, up to surface. So here once again I am telling you these options and thin options. then I think then it will be pretty much clear for with you that how to operate these options. Then you can operate anytime you want, and each and every command there are options like this. So now what I'll do, I'll just select group and I'll show you thin command. Now I've created a thin cylinder. I hope in this not in this, I'll show you thin command in this one. So I'll just use thin preview and I will make it 180 degree, fine, and thickness to be 2 mm. Preview, okay. So now how we can create a thin object entity. You can see now the material is added along the sketch. Clear? So the same thing we have studied in the pad command as well. Now we will see the working of axis. Now what I'll do, I'll just delete all these things. Delete this pad. And I'm just going to delete this shaft as well. But you can see, remember, please remember this thing. This will help you a lot when you are in industry, or if you are in industry. Delete aggregate element I have unchecked because I want to delete the shaft command, but I don't want to delete the sketch. So in that case we will uncheck delete aggregate element. Uncheck delete aggregate element. If you will uncheck this, that means that only the feature will get deleted, but the sketch supported with that feature will not get deleted. Fine. So as I want sketch, so now what I'll do, I'll just double click on sketch and edit the sketch. I am just going to create an axis. Fine. Now I have created the axis in the sketch itself. Now again I will operate the shaft command. So come to the action bar, select the shaft command and select the sketch. Now here you can see I don't need to select the axis. It has all automatically taken the sketch axis and created the profile. Clear? So whenever you are creating any axis in the profile, you don't need to define the axis in the shaft feature. It will detect automatically. But suppose there is a case like that, you have created an axis but you don't want to select that axis. You want to select some different axis. So in that case what we'll do, we'll just double click on this feature. Now you can see automatically the shaft window has been there. Now just come to the axis tab. It is blue, that means it is on the selection mode. Now I want to give this as an axis or this as an axis. Clear? You can see. Once I will show you in the axis. If I am selecting this as an axis, in that case what will happen? I will get a profile with 0 inner dia and outer dia will be 30 plus 20, that means 100. Fine. So you can change the axis at any point of time. At present what the axis I have taken this as an axis. Now I would like to take this as an axis. In that case what will happen, you will say a 2-layer cake option. Fine, I'll just show you how it is. Double click on the profile, click on the axis, and this is the dotted line is your sketch. Select the axis as I want to change the axis. Okay, I'll show you after deleting this object because I am unable to select. So delete aggregate element, uncheck it and make it okay. Now come to the shaft command and select this. Automatically the axis it has taken. Now I want this as an axis. So select that edge, okay. Now you can see to K clearing option is there. So as per your axis, your model will completely change. Now I want to change axis again and I want to change this, choose this as an axis. You can see. Now you can see no OD is there, inner dia ID, sorry, I was saying wrong. ID, no ID is there, only the OD is there, and this is one OD, this is another OD. So this is 50 outer diameter and this outer diameter is 20 because the thickness of this was 10 mm. So now I think it is clear. Now again I'll just deleting this shaft command, but I'm not deleting the sketch, and I'm just double clicking on this sketch again. And now suppose here it is written 30, but I want to define it as dia of this object. So what I'll do, I'll just delete this exercise. See, very click on constraint. Properly see this, because if you'll skip this, it is going to help you a lot when you're working with the drawings. Click on the edge of the body, click on the axis. The dimension is with you, that means you have not clicked anywhere, it is in your mouse. Right click and click on the third option, radius diameter. Like this you can display the diameter. Suppose in my drawing it is written dimension, so I need to do the calculation. So in that case we don't need to do the calculation, we will get directly these dias. So likewise this will help you in this. Fine. Now I am just going to make it 100, inner dia to be 100. Fine. Exit. And now I'm just creating one sketch, a helping geometry to explain other specifications of up to next, up to plane, like this. Fine. So I created this open sketch and exit, and I'm using pad command. You can see it is showing an error of open profile. I'll say yes, I still want to move, and I just want to make it thin with a thickness of 3 mm, 4 mm, whatever you want you can take. And I also want mirror extent, that is up to you. Like I just want a mirror extent of 20 mm. Now I need to do the shaft of this. Shaft command, select the profile. So this is how the complete profile has been created, but I want profile up to this edge. So up to next or up to plane. So up to next it is not showing, so I'll say up to plane. You can see up to next will be the body of or angle you can define. Okay. Now you want the same profile up to this plane also. So in that case up to plane, you can see. So this is how we can create. Clear? So this is how the specification can be used in the shaft command. I hope you understand. If you don't understand, then please write in the comment section. I am going to help you out. Please remember, if your axis is far away from the sketch, or if your axis is lying on the body, suppose if I am making diameter 0, then you will get the profile. But if the axis is like intersecting the body, then you will not get any results. A center axis supposed to be away from the sketch or on the sketch, but never inside the sketch. If the axis is inside the sketch, you will never get the result. Like you can see, I'm just going to delete the shaft command and delete, and now I'm going to operate shaft command. You can see it will show The axis is intersecting the profile. Please choose an axis and a profile that do not intersect. Fine. So this is how, if the thing is like this, we cannot create the profile. So you please make sure your sketch supposed to be away from the sketch or on the sketch. It should never be the intersecting profile. If your sketch is like this, axis is intersecting the body, you will never get the result for the shaft command, and you will get the error like this only, and you will never get a defined result. It will always show the error. So please make sure the axis is supposed to be far away from the sketch. Clear? I think it is clear. So now what we'll do, I'll just delete all these things and I will start a new page for you all so that you can don't get confused with sketch 1, sketch 2. Now we are going to learn the shaft command with the help of this exercise. So I have already told you that before starting any exercise, first identify the zero where you want to put your 0 0 of the drawing to the 0 0 of the GUI. So like here I am just choosing this point as a 0 0 because you can see it is a circular object, so by default it will be symmetry to any one of the axes. Whichever axis we will choose to be the axis of the component. Clear? So I am taking this horizontal axis as a 0 0 axis of the component and this point as the 0. So first of all, what I'll do, either you create the whole profile or you move step by step. So step by step we have already seen in our last class. So here what I'll do, I'll just make this whole profile all together and then I will show you how to edit this in a one go. So what I'll do, I'll just come to the position sketch and select any plane you want to work on. First, the very first work I will do, I'll just create an axis. Now now I will start making the profile. So my profile is somewhat like this, like this, like this, like this. I have just created somewhat wrong. It is a hollow object. We have ID. You can see. So I don't need to make profile from here. So what I'll do, I'll just trim this, whatever extra I have created. So I'll just click on quick trim, trim from here, trim from here. Now I'm going to give the dimensions. So come on the constraint. First of all, as I have defined this as 0, so select this and make it right click coincidence. Now dia, this edge, select the axis which you have created, not the horizontal yellow line. Select the axis, right click, radius diameter and give the dimension. Now what is the dimension for this? 122. Fine. Now this, right click, radius diameter and give the dimension. What is the dimension for this? Dia 66. Clear? Now this dia. Select the edge of the sketch, select the axis, right click, radius diameter and give the diameter 328. Fine. I hope it is clear. Now we need to give the dimensions. So what is the total height from here to this vertical line? It is 122. And after that you can see in the drawing, inclined line is there which is of 4 mm. So what I'll do, I'll just first create this inclined line. So I'll just come to the line command from the action bar and create any line like this. Now just trim this. See, I'm telling you the simplest way. Don't overthink for this. Just go with the flow. You can easily crack any drawing you want. There is no such big deal to make any drawing. The only thing is you have to see a very small portion and go with that. First make that particular thing perfectly fine, then move ahead. So now you can see I've given this slant dimension, and now we'll give the dimensions. So this is 4 and up to this it is 122. So come to the dimension. This is 122. I can see what has happened. You can see after giving the dimension what has happened. So please make sure you can see that it has been disturbed a lot. So what I'll do, I'll just click on Control Z because I'm not getting what has happened. So in that case, you also do the same thing. Now first I will do restrict this dimension and this dimension, then I will edit this dimension. So what is this dimension? It is 58. You can see the difference of editing like this, and the distance of this line. But this line, what is the horizontal dimension I want? So what I'll do, I'll just right click horizontal dimension like this and make it 4. Fine. Now what will happen? Now I need to give this dimension. And now what we'll do, we will edit this. So this is 122. Now you can see my drawing is perfect also, and my modification is become so easy. So whenever you feel like your drawing is getting distorted, you have to choose this way, because sometimes we don't see the scale factor and we just create the drawing. Fine. So this much portion has been created. Now I need to make these two steps. Clear? This and this is of R6. You can see this one is moving. That means we should need to give the diameter of this point. Then only my drawing will get defined. So this, what is the diameter of this? So it is up to this point. So what we'll do? What is the dia of this? This is 98. You can see this is how we have created. And now we need to make these two steps. You can see we are creating the whole drawing in one single step. By this you can make your work easy. I'll just trim this, quick trim. Don't want this, and this. So clear? Now I need to give the right diameter of this. So radius. So for this I need to show the radius. So we can just give the half value. Fine. So what is the value of this? It is similar to this line only. So this is also 98. Clear? Because you can see only one line has been shown. No two lines are there. That is the reason this second line is of fillet. Now what is the height of this? Let's see. Create. Now another step. Another step is like this. Fine. Fine, I'll just delete this coincidence, delete this, use quick trim. So this is how we get the profile. And what is the radius of this outer one? So this is inner, this is 38. You can see this and this, it is 38, radius 38. Okay. Now what is this size of this step? First step is of 6 mm, second step is of 5. Okay. So this is how my drawing has been created. Now I need to check this dimension. So what is this dimension? This is from this point to this point, it is 40. You can see in the drawing. Find this point and select the dot edge of this point and make it 40. Now you can see my sketch is fully defined, but this length is not still defined. So we'll see what is the dia of this. So for this, up to this we have to create the dia. Radius is 144. So we'll make this, select the edge, select the axis and the edge when it is 144. Now you can see my sketch is fully defined. So what we'll do, as my sketch is created, exit app, select the shaft command. As my sketch is already selected and we have already defined the axis, so it has taken. So now again I am showing you, select the profile axis, or already it has taken, and we need a complete 360 revolution. Okay, you can see, and like this you can make the drawing. Fine. Now I need to cut these grooves which are mentioned here. Cut these grooves. Fine, we need to cut these grooves. So for that again we will come to this profile. I have already told you that this is a combination of pad command, pocket command and shaft command. So I'm just doing the same. Just bring this normal to the profile. Now it is perfect, and I'm just giving the radius. This one, what is the radius of the inner? That is 154. And again a circle. And what is the radius of this? 144. Fine. Now I'll just create two lines. I just create one line and we will use mirror command. Select the mirror, select the entity, select the mirror plane, and you'll get the profile. Now I'm going to trim whole profile, and what is the distance between these two straight lines? That is 80. So clear? Now trim. This one I don't want, this one I don't want, this one I don't want, and this one and this one. Now you can see it is up to there. We need to trim. Fine. Now I'll get the perfect sketch. Now I'll use the rotate command. Select the complete sketch. Come to the rotate command in the action bar and so define the origin. And now how many option we want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in the sketcher what is happening? We need 5 more. So this is 5. And what is the angle? Angle is 360 divided by 6. Clear? This is how we will get the profile. And keep constraint internal, external and original mode to be active so that we will get a fully defined sketch like this. Clear? Now exit and pocket. Now you can see my sketch is not fully intersecting. Pocket. So up to plane I want, up to this plane. Preview. Okay. So now you can see we get the profile. So this is how we can create a profile. Clear? And now what I want, there is a fillet of 6 mm and a fillet of 6 mm. Though we are going to learn command fillet in different class, but here we are just using fillet command because plenty of times we need it, and this makes our work very easy. Though we have fillet command in your sketcher window, but we can do it from here also. So in just hold on. Sometimes it's really hard to find tools in this option. See, this is in essential you will find edge fillet. So what this edge and this edge, we need 6 mm. 2 element, 6 element preview. Okay, you can see your sketch is perfectly fine. So this is how we can create a model like this. Clear? I hope you like my video. If you like my video then please do like and subscribe my channel. And